for LA.
The Red State Ranger, and to me, Adam Schroeder, and more importantly, Marc Gasol, in my opinion, one of the best low-post defenders alongside Anthony Davis, a big plus defensively for Frank Vogel and the Lakers.
We have a new coach, certainly, on the Clippers side, and Ty Lue, who has been head coach before. And the Los Angeles Lakers with a second year coming up with their head coach, Frank Vogel. Our officials in Los Angeles tonight, Kane Fitzgerald, Michael Smith in his 28th year, and Eric Dalen. We got Jason Phillips in the replay center. LA Lakers and the Clippers Reds played 4 times a year ago, each winning twice, and here they go to tip off a new season in the NBA.
And it's funny, speaking with both head coaches, he really feels that disappointing, but
yeah.
Come down.
Who?
Grant.
Put that away.
On the door.
Oh no, Furfo did.
The tree too?
Yeah.
Multiple things at both ends of the floor.
Schroeder played in Oklahoma City a season ago. On top, Gasol, who was with Toronto. Up high, he'll work here. Shot clock at 1. Long shot over Batum, and that long reach may have altered the shot. With Paul George the other way. Here comes Kawhi Leonard. He had a career high in scoring a year ago. Mismatch on Schroeder. Takes it in now with George. Outside, Batum, 3, puts it down.
Well, we've already seen the effect of Batum's length defensively, contesting that shot by LeBron James, but what a sneaky pickup for the Clippers, bringing in Batum because he can do 3. How about the ball movement? Paul George collapses. Younger last year, didn't play a lot of games last year, but this is a guy that can take a lot of pressure off Kawhi and PG.
Caldwell Pope picked up the foul, and here come the Lakers with a turnover and down 5-zip. There's another turnover right there. Here comes Nick Batum with Portland and Charlotte, where he really struggled. And there's a minute stroll, a bucket 3, no. And Anthony Davis is right there with the rebound. A year ago, averaging 9 rebounds a game. Lakers on the wing. Here's a drive. Continues. Caldwell Pope with an impressive 3. Puts it in.
And we talked about the rich getting richer. To add Dennis Schroeder, a guy who was in line for that 6th man of the year a season ago. Averaged 18 points in OKC just a year ago. What a great pickup for the Lakers.
Here's Batum finding a bucket with a spin inside into Gasol. Down he goes with a nice move. Counted for 2 and a foul. So 7-3 with the Clippers on top.
Schroeder, one of those guys who can not only score the basketball, but good at the defensive end as well, knocking down a 3. And here's the spin move by Ibaka, right into the body of Marc Gasol, able to concentrate and get the potential in the way.
Ibaka with Toronto a season ago, 72% from the free throw line, replacing Montrezl Harrell, who is now with the Lakers. His floor spacing certainly helps Leonard. And he can play a couple positions on that front line for the Clippers. Here come the Lakers and Anthony Davis. Takes it inside, and he puts it down hard for LA. The Lakers coming up with a nice first there.
Hey, Kevin, this is what we saw from Anthony Davis during the playoffs last year in Orlando, just dominating the 4s and 5s.
Here comes Kawhi Leonard. Down goes Davis. Up high, he got knocked down, draws a foul. Ibaka was there. Watch this play.
It's a beautiful quick move here by AD to get by Ibaka. No weak side help here for the Clippers.
Clippers inbound. You talked about their new coach, Ty Lue. Coach LeBron in Cleveland, and they won a title. The drive by Leonard inside the bucket.
Damn, this Clippers starting out nice. 11-5 run.
He was 51% from 3-point territory in the playoffs for Toronto a year ago. And he puts the Clippers on top now by 6. LeBron up high.
A lot of familiarity between Kawhi and Ibaka from their time in Toronto.
Nice plows inside, bouncing off the defense, and the foul called. It looked like on Batum. It was. He picks up his first. So LeBron James at the free throw line. Last season, 69%. In the playoffs, 72%. It's all NBA first team last year, once again for the 13th time. And a terrific season as he wins yet another ring in the NBA. Tonight, the NBA on TNT is brought to you by the all-new Kia Sorento, the world's first storytelling machine. And by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. James Fanning on the second. And the first, and here we go with Paul George. Slithery move, and he puts it up so smooth. George a season ago, averaging 21.
Nice quick hitter there by PG. A little drag action in the open court.
James out top for up an uncovered three. With the rebound pulled down by the feisty guard, Patrick Beverly. LeBron has started 0 of 2, and both of his shots have been from three. With George finding Monica. This is over Gasol, his teammate, like you mentioned moments ago, in Toronto, with a timeout. Good start.
16-5 run.
6 of 7 from the floor over the Chiefs.
This is the new iPhone 12 Pro with 5G, and it's on AT&T, the fastest nationwide 5G network.
Now new and existing customers can get our best deal.
Really? Mom, AT&T has a deal for new and existing customers. I will.
So what'd you say?
It's the wrong person. It's a guy named Carl. He's very excited and on his way.
Word of mouth advertising. It's what they did before commercials.
It's not complicated. Everyone gets our best deal, like the amazing iPhone 12 mini on us.
So, yeah, just a silly mistake. I guess I look pretty ridiculous.
No one looks ridiculous, Bob. Progressive is always here for you with round-the-clock service.
Just so you know, next time you can submit a claim with our mobile app.
Good. Thanks again for rushing over.
Are you kidding? This is what 24/7 protection looks like. You smell like fish.
Sorry.
I was talking to Jamie.
Get holiday joy delivered. Order the Whopper and the 2 for $5 on the BK app. We're way better.
We are an unusual couple.
Oh, I didn't think that was ever in question.
What exactly is your story?
And then get happy ever after. Happy ever after.
I just don't know what to expect. Well, I think we handled that well.
I love this view.
I love it every time it's commercial. I get to drink another Mountain Dew.
Hoops have returned just in time for the holidays, along with a new way to sweat French time, the Big Tray Payday. If a player hits a three-pointer in the last minute of the fourth quarter, you get a free ticket to a $100,000 contest this week. So download the DraftKings Daily Fantasy app, sign up with the promo code, join the Big Tray Payday before it's too late, and make it rain.
How big would you go for big bucks? Can you really impress this panel?
Oh!
This is everything America's tuning in for.
I did not see any of that coming.
Go Big Show, Thursday, January 7th on TBS. Need to focus on the game? It's Siri. Turn on Do Not Disturb. Nice early lead for the Clippers over the Lakers. And Reggie, of course, this Clipper team, although they've got new parts, this is a team that mentally is dealing with that collapse in the second round after being up 3-1 against the Denver Nuggets in the playoffs a year ago.
Again, I like Ty Lue's approach. Look, that was last season. We've got to turn the page on that. We've got new pieces here to think that they have a championship team contender around Kawhi Leonard and Paul George.
Well, you can see the numbers right there, Reggie. And in the first half of those games, it looked like they had their legs. Clippers were playing well, but poor shooting in the second half of those last three games. Kawhi from distance here, picked up by Schroeder.
Well, what was unsettling for me is giving up double-digit leads in the second half. In those
Shout out to 3 in the stream.
3 straight losses to Denver in the semifinals.
Right now with a drive and LeBron trying to force the issue, picked up by Paul George. Ahead it goes to Beverly. In the corner,
Kawhi Leonard missed 2 straight threes.
He'll chase it down. Marc Gasol is 35 years of age. He'll be 36 in January, but if they like his defense, he's a gifted passer. He'll shoot inside.
LeBron James hits the 3-pointer.
LeBron James' first bucket here to start this season.
Woo!
Drive inside, he tried to slam it home, and a foul called as he faced the defense. Caldwell Pope was down low. And of course, one of the things that has been talked about will be the managing of minutes for these older players in a condensed season. And here is Kawhi at the line, an 88 career high, 88% at the free throw line a season ago. I'd like to tell you that Warner Media has partnered with Feeding America to help with food insecurity during this holiday season. For a fast and easy way to donate, simply use the camera on your phone to scan the flow code on the screen and tap the bin. Reggie, earlier tonight, your friends at State Farm donated 2 million meals, and as of right now, we have already raised an equivalent of 4.1 million meals for our neighbors in need. Absolutely spectacular effort.
That's beautiful, and especially obviously around this holiday time and what has gone and transpired over the last 7-8 months with the pandemic. People opening their checkbooks and their hearts and helping out their fellow humans is something, as you just mentioned, is just spectacular.
Andreas Harrell has come in. There was a delay game on the Lakers. That's a turnover by LA right there. And so Gasol, who moments ago picked up his second personal foul, has gone to the bench. Harrell has come in and facing his old team, the Clippers, who he was traded to from Houston.
Patrick Beverly is wide ass open for a 3-pointer. Damn.
And a rebound for the second one by Anthony Davis. And LeBron James the other way. 3 points for him. Switch on defense. Davis in the corner. Caldwell Pope. A fake and a drive and a kick. It's Schroeder the triple. Zubac is coming too now for the Clippers. And one of the more underrated players in the entire NBA.
Woo! Patrick Beverly pulled the hell out of that motherfucker.
And Kev, who was leading the break right there? Nick Batum. He's going to take a lot of those ball handling duties away from PG and Kawhi Leonard.
Anthony Davis has got 4. As he has started 2 or 3. So many different combinations now. These two teams.
Kawhi Leonard misses a 3. Zubac gets the board.
Zubac, the former Laker, trying to get it on the floor is Beverly with a whistle. And a foul. Was it Schroeder? It might have been for the Lakers, who picks up the foul for the Lakers. It was his first. Marc Gasol has gone to the bench with 2 fouls. Here is Zubac at the free throw line for the Clippers.
And can I think about this for Ty Lue and the Clippers? You've got a guy in Zubac who started every game last season for the Clippers in your starting lineup. Was almost a walking double-double, energy hustle. Now you take him out of that starting lineup, and now he's with this second unit with his energy. And it's only going to help the Clippers going forward because of that experience of being in that starting lineup.
Kyle Kuzma's going to check in for LeBron. Once again, Zubac, who was over 75% for the free throw line a season ago. The second unit, Reggie, now of the Lakers, as it is for the Clippers, both are very interesting groups, and they feel they've strengthened both. Of course, it's hard to strengthen that second group for the Clippers because
Ooh, Dennis Schroeder. A nice little move.
with a very shifty move inside by Schroeder.
How about the second gear there? Schroeder just hit right there.
Score 22-12.
And then was able to get all the way to the cup.
Lou Williams is in. There's Kennard. They got him in a trade with Detroit. Big story on him. Patterson outside. Here comes Kawhi.
Kawhi Leonard struggling. Look at Zubac get that board.
Inside for the Clippers.
There's that energy I'm talking about. This is the guy that keeps balls alive in possession.
Wes Matthews is in the game for the Lakers. You got Schroeder.
Matthews is checked in for the Lakers. Another drive for Schroeder. Cabot. He was driving inside. Let's see now what they call as Schroeder. He's going in the Rondo position a bit and
Yeah.
trying to make things faster. He's younger certainly with the drive right there.
Look at the hesitation move right here, Kevin.
Rebuild.
Understood that he had the bigger Patterson on him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Yup.
wondering if he put the ball down, if that should have been an and one. That's bad right here. Kuzma.
Kennard takes the foul. Lets it go. Kuzma gets it. Here's a pick. Here comes Harold right into Zubac. Went together head-to-head in practice so many times with the Clippers. And a foul called on Zubac as Harold comes in. He loves to run to the rim. He's terrific in the screen roll game. And he brings, Reggie, as you know, incredible energy to the floor.
And Kev, you talked about the second unit for Frank Vogel and these Lakers. Obviously, the reigning sixth man of the year here at the free throw line in Montrezl Harrell. But it was Wesley Matthews who came up with that quick steal to allow the Lakers that possession here. So again, the second line and second efforts here by Frank Vogel in this second unit. He says both of these coaches, they're going to play 9 and 10 players deep here to start this season to try to get everyone's conditioning back to where it needs to be.
Harold, of course, on a 2-year, $19 million deal with the Lakers. Had a career high 28 minutes a game. Did not play well in the playoffs. There are a lot of reasons for it. Inside, here comes Leonard, and he is fouled as he tries to carve his way to the rack. And the foul will be called inside. That's going to go on Montrezl Harrell. We'll pick it up. One of the reasons that Montrezl probably struggled, among many, was that he lost his grandmother over the summer as the bubble was being put together, and he was late getting down there, and a variety of issues with him. Fresh start, he says, with the Lakers. Jolly old St. Chuck is delivering $30 million in free gifts to all FanDuel Fantasy and Sportsbook customers. Log on to FanDuel now and claim your gifts from Chuck. What would you think if you saw that guy coming down your chimney?
Well, I'm not quite sure he's going to be fitting down most chimneys.
Oh, he went down that chimney with the best of them. Anthony Davis draws the double. Patterson and Zubac there. It's thrown away. Nice defense by the Clippers. Leonard. Outside it goes. Lou Williams. Free. Puts it down.
Clippers creating opportunity and offense from their defense. They double team AD down low, and Kawhi Leonard in the open court finding Lou Will.
And there was a graphic that was thrown up recently of all the top welterweights. And you commented, like, look, what are we doing here? I beat several of the guys on this graphic. Can we be done with everybody else but Terrence Crawford? Can we just do Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford?
I mean, that could happen. We got to see how it goes. But, you know, like I said, I can move up to 160 and fight Canelo Alvarez.
Look, I want to get to that. But there's always going to be questions until you and Crawford fight. How optimistic, if at all, are you that you can get Crawford in 2021?
I think it could happen. I mean, just for Al and Bob to sit down, and for Bob to start lying. So we'll see. But I think it definitely could happen next year. They just gotta sit down and talk and go over numbers and things like that. But it definitely could happen. But like I said, I'm the big dog at the welterweight division, and he gotta take a back seat and take that 60-40 or 70-30, whatever we give him.
When you talked way back, you have Zimmerman fight news. Did you see Errol Spence tonight at the fight? And what about fighting him back at Cowboy Stadium in Dallas next year?
Sí, lo vi, la verdad que pues obviamente agradecido de que estén aquí. Pues ahorita tenemos otras metas, ¿no? Tenemos otras metas a corto plazo, que es ganar los títulos en las 168 libras y pues más adelante veremos.
Yes, I saw him. I'm very grateful that he was here. But reality is that we have other goals right now. We have the goals of the 168-pound titles.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about Errol, the true success. Right. I want to talk about the comment about what he made when he was.
So raise up your spirits, your wine and your beer, and Holiday expects the fun starts here.
Hey guys! How was your day today? Mine was super. I gave blood and I saved 3 lives.
You're a hero.
It's in our blood.
That is not gonna happen.
Be a hero. Donate blood.
Became a hero, huh?
Now look at the veteran Marc Gasol, who's new to the Lakers. Of course, he was drafted by the Lakers. That's another story. But the Lakers feel with their moves as they defend their championship, Reggie Miller. They feel they're deeper and they got younger. So
And they got tougher too, because you had Montrezl Harrell and Marc Gasol, 2 guys, especially in the middle, playing that bruising tight. And defensively, to me, they got better. With Schroeder on the wings as well.
Schroeder's on Kennard. Setting up on top with Kawhi Leonard, 0-4 with his start right now. Now the very pretty Wesley Matthews is in the bump and the drive, and he eases it up and in. Nice 2 right there. The first of the game from the 4 for Kawhi. He is 4 of 4 from the line, and now he's got 6 for the night for the Clippers, who are shooting 62%. Nice ball rotation on top. Davis, 3 off the rim. They want him, Reggie. Now, Frank Vogel has said, you took about 3 threes a game last year. This year, you're taking 5 3-point shots or more every game.
Well, welcome to the new NBA. When your power forward center is being told to shoot 6 threes a game. But he can make them. He can make them from anywhere on the floor. That's how talented AD is.
Kawhi takes it right by Matthews with a nice slashing move.
Again, this is back-to-back. Beautiful footwork by Kawhi Leonard.
Good point. Schroeder on top. Davis is right there. They've got Kuzma up high. Down low, Harrell and Matthews. Look at fighting through traffic inside. Plowing for the shot. Foul call. Davis making the move. But right here, there's Kawhi with a beautiful, graceful drop.
No, he with the Portland Trailblazers.
In his rotation over and the length and using those big claws to get all the way to the cup there for Kawhi Leonard.
Kennard has just picked up his 2nd foul for the Clippers. At the free throw line is Anthony Davis, first team All-NBA a season ago. You know, Reggie, what is interesting about when he joined last year, sometimes partnerships work in the NBA, like clearly it did with the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, and sometimes it doesn't. You have to look no further than Houston. You mentioned at the top, James Harden. Chris Paul and Harden didn't work out. Harden and Westbrook didn't work out. Griffin and Chris Paul for the Clippers didn't work out. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, but if you're playing with a generational type player like LeBron James, it's safe to say most players are going to look good and play with the team. And the best assist to score duo season ago, nice pass there by Lou to Zubac. But I just love the pairing.
That mother done call with all them hoes and shit.
And they both know each other.
Marvel.
You said who?
Got caught with all them hoes and doing freaky shit with all them hoes. He definitely lost his job and all that.
Who did that?
Bob Apple.
Oh, for real?
Shit. Freaky beat.
Travel there from Kennard, but a beautiful hesitation on that jump stop.
Spoon feeding shooter. Out the guard by Davis. 3-on-2. And Zubats. He comes flying in.
Woo, them Clippers lighting it up tonight.
The Lakers knocked him out last year.
This is very reminiscent of
Denver did.
a year ago.
Denver knocked them out. That nigga just threw that bitch away. Oh, who that nigga? He threw that motherfucker out the red in the corner. He threw that motherfucker in the referee. Uncle Ray was over there in that corner. What's up, Bo?
Pretty shot. He had a career high 18 points a game a season ago with the Clippers.
Yup. That nigga threw that bitch straight to the corner when nobody was standing there.
Go-to move from all those practices being on the same team.
George cross court. Zenon. He stepped out of bounds. Making a move. The player on it too. Luke Kennard, 12th overall pick by Detroit. Traded to the Clippers. And in that deal involving many teams.
Yeah. Y'all know what that is.
It's keeping him healthy, which is going to be the key for him as Matthews will take it in, but Zubac's protecting.
They can't not only keeping Kennard healthy, but they want him to be more aggressive offensively, shoot the basketball. They need that extra punch off the bench with the loss of Montrezl Harrell.
Keith Morris missing the shot. We have an entrance of 5 seconds, the game clock and shot clock. 15-2 run. Down low now. They're going to try to work it. There's Matthews and George with Williams looking down low, and that's thrown away. 2 consecutive turnovers for the Clippers. 5.7 to play here in the first quarter of this second game. Checking in will be Terrence Mann. It could be the backup point guard for this team, but that is an issue. Do they lack a true point guard? A lot of people say they do. Here comes James, and at the buzzer, it won't go. And look at the lead for the Clippers over the champion Lakers at the end of one. NBA on TNT opening night.
My Player Nation is where you play those games, those NBA games, right? Yeah, I know that.
They did at the same time too.
Lakers got 39 points put on them in the first quarter, man.
Don't skip, they don't score but 2. I don't like them no way.
What's up, Illegal?
Jalen Hurts just took Carson Wentz job.
Mm-hmm. You sure did.
I'm glad to see more black quarterbacks.
You ain't lying. I'm glad to see him doing well though.
Yeah,
He came from out of Houston.
One time he couldn't pass from here to the kitchen.
He said he couldn't pass me here in the kitchen.
Oh! About time.
Drop back passes down there extinct. If you ain't got mobility, you ain't hard to be able to play in the NFL. Gotta have a little mobility now. Carson Wentz ain't no mobile quarterback.
Christmas off.
It's not so hard on him.
Okay, what you call it? What Warren Moon told them people when they tried to make them play defense? What he told them? That's what he told them up.
Went to the Canadian. Broke so many records over there. They had to bring
Said you were going to play 10 deep in that first quarter.
So there was a record it was
Yes, sir.
in the Canadian League.
Just want to try to keep
I
great
watched them
bodies,
in
keep
college.
playing with pace, keep running and sharing the basketball. We're doing a great job of that.
Shooting 70% in that first quarter, 50 from 3. Talk about the ball movement.
The ball movement's been unbelievable. You know, we got to keep trusting our offense, keep trusting the pass. And we got a lot of guys who can create offensively. So when we move the ball and swing the basketball, guys going to be able to make plays for another guy. So we got to keep doing that.
Interesting journey the Clipper coach has had. Now the head man at 43 years of age. His son the head coaching job before that in Cleveland. He won 2 titles as a player with Kobe. Played with Michael Jordan in Washington. Shot by George, no good. And of course, he coached LeBron, so he's had a connection to 3 of the biggest names in the NBA. LeBron chiseling inside is picked up by Harrell with his impressive rebounding and a foul call. Just into the second quarter, and the Clippers are on top of the Lakers.
Yup. He signed as a free agent. He left the Clippers.
67% shooting game so far for the Clippers. Lakers at 37%. Foul goes on Zubac. And he'll pick up his second personal foul. Here's
I guess he probably did.
Again, already, he has gone 1 and 2. Caruso has come in. Morris remains. Harrell at the line for the Lakers. Let's take a look at the upcoming national TV schedule. ESPN tomorrow. The Mavericks at the Suns, 10:30 Eastern Time. Then Christmas Day has an impressive 5-game slate on ABC and ESPN. And for more on these games, go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. Harrell again.
Why they gonna play Christmas Day, though?
We talked about
No, first time in a while they don't play on Christmas Day.
8 of the 10
They don't
Clipper
tomorrow.
Yeah, we play tomorrow. Play OKC. Huh?
scoring here, so
After tomorrow, when is the next day?
You know we play every other day.
Nice.
They do.
Pushing the envelope
So they
inside.
play tomorrow and then they'll play.
They'll play tomorrow. They play tomorrow. Then they'll play I think Friday. Cause I think it's every other day now since the pandemic and all that is every other day now. Yeah. No, they play on Saturday. I will say Saturday in this game. They don't play on Christmas Day, I don't believe. I don't think they play on Christmas Day.
to prepare for this.
What time? 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Start here for the Clippers.
Kuzma picks up the foul. Reggie, I was surprised.
Oh, so you leaving tomorrow?
Yeah. We are there physically. We are not ready. I thought that was interesting. It was 71 days ago. They were crown champions with the drive by Lou Williams and a
Yeah.
by Kyle Kuzma.
But he did say that his team is ready
It's kind of hot weather. I ain't ready.
Yeah.
If I can't get nobody to come get me, I ain't going
and
to
chase another ring. Right now, you've got the Clippers on full throttle right here.
They're playing well. Of course, they were a top 5 efficiency team in offense and defense a season ago. Caruso 3. And the rebound by Reggie Jackson begins in the backcourt here in the second quarter. He'll put up a running triple. And picked up by Markieff Morris. A year ago, remember the Lakers began 24-3. Jackson picks up a foul, trying to work on the defense of LeBron. 24-3 was the start by the Lakers a year ago. But now Clippers by 21 on TNT. Sports fan.
Ben Carson.
What you mean?
I think that's the coach they talk to now. I don't want that.
I don't even know where he came from.
He coached Detroit for a little while, I think, and somebody else. He ain't no hell of a coach. I don't.
What he coach for?
I think he coached Detroit for a little while. The Lions.
Is he a head coach?
Yeah, he's a head coach.
Right now?
Washington Wizards
Well, he's been out the league for a while.
Oh, you talking about no damn Jim Caldwell?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Black dude.
Hell yeah, not that motherfucker, right?
He's 65 years
old.
Yeah,
that nigga ass.
And of course, this is my opinion. Just 30 minutes after the trade took place, so please don't judge me too hard. But
He ain't even that good of a
Rockets
coach.
are going to end up winning this trade. Yes, that's right. I said the Houston Rockets. And what's up, guys? Mike here. And today,
I think they're gonna get Eric Bieniemy though. That's what I think they're gonna do.
If you looked at the quotes from Bradley Beal last season, if you looked at the
All
quotes
they
from
got to
Bradley
be offensive minded. All they got to do is get a defensive coach. I want to
the
run
Wizards
and
were
we
practically
ass out
an
of that
unwinnable situation because John Wall heard all this. John Wall knew that Bradley Beal wanted him out. John Wall knew that Bradley Beal did not want to play with him. John Wall was previously the alpha dog of the Washington Wizards. He was their leader, so it is perfectly understandable that if Bradley Beal, who
Hey, he not even a good head coach.
Hell no, he ain't
even a good coach. You said something about Carson or something. I was like, when you said Detroit, that means that was me. Caldwell, Jim Caldwell. You talking about that?
I think they just
I hope they ain't think about that other sorry motherfucker. I don't want him either. Marvin Lewis, I damn sure don't want that motherfucker. No. Marvin Lewis, I don't want him from Cincinnati. He's coach. I hope they ain't got him. I don't want that nigga, bro. I don't want him at all. I know Marvin Lewis, I do not want that dude. He can't control the playoffs.
They had a couple of winning seasons, but they couldn't get in the house.
He said, El Guerrero said Jim Caldwell. When you said the lines, I immediately knew you were talking about.
I don't want Johnny Dunn. Watch that. They announce it now. Let them say that. I don't want that other stuff. How about them Cowboys? I don't want him neither. They get in and make a lot of money and haul that. You can fuck the team all up. Get somebody on TV here, some young mind in there. It's time for Eric Bieniemy now. I think he could have sold him up. I really do. Offensive mind.
The Clippers, because I for one have them as the better team in the Western Conference. I, as a basketball fan, would want to see the Battle of LA.
Pretty decent quarterback in college. Couldn't throw him.
Who? He was a good quarterback in college?
Colorado.
Oh, he went to Colorado?
Come out of Colorado. I told you his friend, one of his teammates got killed, and they dedicated the season to him.
A stretch
They won it, I think, the Big Ten that year. But they dedicated to, everybody committed to. So whatever happened to their team, I think I killed on the solid. But the enemy, he couldn't throw from here to that wall.
He said he couldn't throw from here to that wall.
He was a running option quarterback.
Also, he was a running quarterback, basically.
Option. That's why he couldn't make it in the pro, because he couldn't pass over shit. But they went about 14-0 or something like that in college. He was good, but he couldn't pass over shit. But he was an option quarterback.
And you saw Ibaka almost daring.
But he's been training the last 7, so you know he got a good TG under with Kansas City.
Yeah.
He got Mahomes. Look at Mahomes. Shit. He over Mahomes now, over the offense and shit. What that ain't doing? I'm standing up there looking and shit. The coach. Shit, everything been running that motherfucker. I think they can wait until the season though. They're gonna keep him up. I'm praying against them. I don't know motherfucking KD or Cowhawk or whatever that song is name. Old man. Get some young people in here. Fuck them old motherfuckers. Had me washed up motherfucker.
Well, look, to me, let's get
somebody signed 4 or 5 years.
Resilient in the bubble, being down 3-1 on a few
Build a
occasions
team.
and finding ways to come back and win that.
You have them.
But as opposed for the Clippers,
you have them Texans unstoppable. Watch it. Get some good receivers and another good back. That's why he don't. He's pretty good back. He just confidence is broken. I look for him next year to have a real good season, barring injury.
And they're still
Maybe him a big size contract.
Ron is going to take a seat right now.
One more good Duke Johnson, one more to complimentary shit.
Hunter Tucker, who is only 20 years of
Keep
age.
that offensive line, because he's coming, he's gelling
He
something.
had some kind of preseason for the Lakers.
Well, we love his length. We love his ability to score the basketball, and you're right, had a fantastic preseason for this Laker team.
There he goes, down that baseline, and no one was on. And he's heard from right off the Vogel bench and picks up the deuce for the Lakers.
He's going to find himself in a regular rotation role for Frank Vogel and these Lakers.
They go inside Ibaka with the bump in there.
God damn.
Here's Caruso. He has started 0-3 with 3 shots off from distance. He takes it in right here. And he's got Beverly right on his tail. Ibaka with the rebound. 5 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Patrick Beverly. They double Kawhi. Reggie talked about the triangle, which is something to recommend this year. Here he loses his footing and hits the deck and a foul.
Offensive foul on Kawhi, hooking on
What
their
do you think about them, Reggie, trying to put the triangle into this offense at the request of Leonard?
That's a good call there by the official. I love it. Because, first of all, I know he shot more threes a year ago, but his game is the mid-range game. And he has such great footwork, Kawhi Leonard. If you put him in that mid-post and have him make decisions, I just think it's going to help out this Clipper ball club. And the thing about it, he wants to be that Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, in that triangle offense. Requesting tape, looking at film of Phil Jackson and the Chicago Bulls and Kobe and Phil here in Los Angeles.
Foul goes on Horton Tucker, who just picked up his first for the Lakers. High screen, Kennard works open, and there's a foul. Adds on the Clippers. The turnovers this quarter, the Clippers have 4, the Lakers have 4, much sloppier than the first. Only 25 Laker points so far from a team that a year ago was number 11 in offensive efficiency, good enough to win a championship, but the lowest offensive efficiency mark by a champion in the NBA in 10 years. And I think they've tried to shore some of those issues with their new additions. Caldwell Pope is tried to launch a shot and was shoved down the play and fouled, and looked like Kennard was there with the foul. Tonight's virtual shot clock is powered by TISO. And Caldwell Pope at the free throw line.
Probably ain't gonna run to sad.
You said what?
Scotty man probably ain't gonna run to sad.
The Clippers should be up 25 points right now. What they're doing, they're allowing the Lakers to hang around here. The Lakers only shooting 32% from the floor, 23 from deep. LeBron James 1 of 5, only 3 points, but yet they're only down 14.
Leonard is 2 of 7. LeBron is 1 of 5. Anthony Davis is 2 of 5. He's out there defending Kawhi. Leonard misses again, 2 of 8 in 12 minutes. And the other way, flying, is Caldwell Pope. And as I was saying, he re-signed for 3 years and $40 million. That playoff performance got him a new contract, stays on the Lakers, and we step aside.
All the Good Neighbors got surprisingly great ratings.
Watch NFL games live all season long with YouTube TV.
Washington Wizards just traded about a month later, it completely leaked that Bradley Beal was trying to get John Wall traded. Now, for the Wizards, yes, I did say the Rockets won this trade, but this put the Wizards in practically an unwinnable situation because John Wall heard all this. John Wall knew that Bradley Beal wanted him out. John Wall knew that Bradley Beal did not want to play with him. John Wall was previously the alpha dog of the Washington Wizards. He was their leader, so it is perfectly understandable that if Bradley Beal, who was the second option on the team when John Wall got hurt and now is emerged as a star, wants John Wall out, well, John Wall is not going to want to play in Washington, especially when the front office took Beal's side. There was no mention of Bradley Beal getting traded. In fact, it has been said that Washington basically hung up the phone on anyone who asked for Beal. So with John Wall unhappy, the Wizards had to make some kind of move here, and honestly, I don't like the fit. I don't think anyone really loves the fit of Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal together. I mean, the two really do not make sense. Maybe this would have made more sense before Bradley Beal became a more ball-dominant guard, but after averaging 30 points per game, after having the ball in his hands a lot last season, I just don't see Bradley Beal taking the backseat to Russell Westbrook anytime soon, and as we saw in Houston with James Harden, it definitely seems like Russell Westbrook does not want to take the backseat to anyone either. That's why, personally, I was hoping that Russ would end up in a Jimmy Butler type situation, where Russ was the best player on the team. I think that is the best situation for him, but now playing alongside Bradley Beal, I think things are going to look fine at first. I think both players are going to try to make things work, but then at the end of the day, they are not going to enjoy playing together, and that is going to show, and I'm sure we're going to hear. Anyway, moving on to the Houston Rockets here, the winners of this trade in my opinion. I want to start my argument here for why the Rockets won by stating that this is not a perfect world. If this was a perfect world for Houston, they would be able to hop on NBA 2K, they would be able to hop on the Trade Finder, and they would be able to get some pretty good value out of Russell Westbrook. The thing is, as we just saw all offseason, absolutely no one wanted Russell Westbrook. If the
Better than ever. Get 50% off your energy charges all winter and summer. And now, get free heater and AC tune-ups for each season. So save 50% off your energy charges during unpredictable winters and those hot Texas summers. Season Pass, only from TXU Energy. What is the style now?
On TBS.
No one in double figures yet in Los Angeles. As part of our ongoing commitment to racial and social justice, NBA Family has launched the first ever NBA Foundation. To learn more about the foundation and the inaugural grant recipients, visit NBAFoundation.com. The Lakers on a 10-0 run, down by as many as 22. Outside, Beverly from Leonard, retrieved by Pat Bev, and back into Leonard. Spin, drive, offhand shot is up and in. Leonard makes it go with an